Wait. Rome Arlot? Rome Arlot?
Mid Phoveus.
Mid Phoveus? Or maybe it's going to be Jungle Phoveus?
Could. I mean, that's
Could be
wild.
Jungle Phove. Or Jungle Natan. I have no clue.
It could be Jungle anything.
Spicy. They're all over the place right now. You got 3 fighters and Natan on the field right now. Jungle Phoveus could happen. I just think it's kind of slow. Spicy. Fireflux needs 2 picks now. I think Xborg might be the way to go here.
Xborg? Yeah. I mean, Xborg could be a good EXP here. I mean, they could even rock the Terizla again. They just need something a little bit tankier. Again, Rosa picking up the Aurora. I mean, that's CC that they needed, right? Like, paired that with the Ruby, and then
Ruby EXP.
They go, yeah, so great flex. I like that. You were saying this on previous games. Be available to flex that Ruby if need be. So baiting the Tigreal until the end. Wow.
Because here's the thing. Where did they lose last time when they picked up the Benedetta? The problem was that when Ruby was the roam for Fireflux, Ruby was not able to peel or protect Sunshine or Rosa. This time, Alien's going to be able to hold Apex 47 is going to be able to hold the front line with that Tig, and Ruby can kind of play the mid of her team a bit more, kind of rotate from the front line to the back line and be able to stop them. But they're 4 fighters. They finally locked in a Martis for the side of RRQ. This looks like a Knights of Fate from like NACT. This looks like a Knights of Fate composition from NACT like last season or 2 seasons ago. 4 fighters and a marksman. RRQ risking it all at match point. Definitely not the most down-to-earth composition. They do have counters. They do have answers. But is this, this abnormal draft going to really work? Is it going to be glued together enough?
I would hope, and I feel like this is what we're going to have to figure out coming into this match. Again, I think it's another wild draft by RRQ and a little bit more of a straightforward one by Fireflux. So, again, do they get out draft because of this wild pick? Maybe meta setters. I mean, 4 fighters is quite wild into this comp. Again, the Fireflux, I mean, they're looking good from my opinion, and I kind of was rocking the RRQ, but I think right now I'm going to go back to textbook and I'm going to just say Fireflux is kind of winning this one right now.
Fireflux's draft is definitely the more normality, right? It's textbook. Yeah. It's simple. We did not get crazy for match point. We did not get crazy for 120 grand. RRQ, I think RRQ, all right, if they want to do this, we're going to have to try to beat them down with something a little bit different. The boundary, and that was a new entrance to the Land of Dawn there. We haven't seen that one yet. Coming in from the top of the chessboard, RRQ up against Flux Esports. 1 match to rule them all, and Brusco all ready to get an aggressive.
Ooh, did he get it or not? Apex, though, also with the aggression.
Ooh. Going to walk right into Brusco there. Brusco able to get the first blood.
That's huge. That's huge. Now, kind of breaking some things down. We see the Arlots on the roam. Phoveus is in the mid. And, I mean, again, could be a good play here. I feel like RRQ, what they really need to do is do what they're doing right now. Just keep the harass up. Harass TNZ. Do exactly what Fireflux did to you, RRQ. Now, the side of Fireflux, they got to keep RRQ at bay at this point. They have the mobility, they have the Martis, so RRQ's looking for that early game, the snowball. So Fireflux, if they can stop that, keep them at bay, I think that's their win conditions here in the early stage.
I do want to say that when it comes to first turtle, RRQ might have the advantage here with so many fighters. Fighters are going to kind of have a nice early game punch. They're going to have a nice early game spike You have the smartest. You have plenty of CC on the side of RRQ. Fireflux might want to fight elsewhere unless Tienzi wants to go for kind of a cheeky steal here. Rosa still hasn't hit level 4 yet. May not have it for the first turtle.
Yeah. The biggest thing that I am seeing here is we have a lot of purifies picked up by RRQ, right? So they're looking to get out of Rosa's sets. They're looking to get out of Apex's sets. Same with Alien. I mean, there's just so many opportunities that they could get caught. RRQ looking to take this first turtle, though. Able to secure with no problem. Apex in trouble.
Tienzi doesn't even go for it. Knows that it's, nope, we're not even going to try that. They got 4 big boys sitting around the turtle right now. Yeah, and I think it's a smart play. I think Fireflux needs to focus on the off lanes right now. Ooh. Wait a second, Apex 47 get in trouble once again, and Skylar flickers in, picks up the kill there. Right back to base. How did he do that? The man is a mad coal. Ends up in gold lane in a matter of seconds, but comes in just quick enough to find that kill.
Rosa's reaction speed is just too much. Flickering out of that, being able to dodge 2 of RRQ is huge. Again, I think they do need to put some pressure onto Rosa. I like the lane clear. TNZ able to steal the lethal wander there. That's huge. Again, we need to see the scaling by Erad. So next turtle might be falling into there. Skylar, I think he's doing pretty well in his lane, right? He's already 1-0-0. He's got a little bit of an advantage on Sunshine, but again, that goes to show that the carry is that late game hero in the marksman lane. So we're looking at early stage snowballing by RRQ and a little bit of a late game for Fireflux. I feel like that's what they're going to be aiming for.
Yeah, Fireflux needs to find some momentum, though. I think if Skylar is able to just farm freely here, then Natan is going to be a problem. This is like funneling at its best. It's like old school fighter off lane. You know, they're just going to pocket around Skylar here. You're going to have 4 fighters sitting around Skylar as he sits in the middle of this team, just causing mayhem, and Fireflux is going to have trouble finding a way to break through. Apex 47 able to land the implosion and get the knock up onto Arad and Brusco. Rosa looking for the Glacier, able to get the freeze on Brusco, and Tienzi picks up the kill, but now Apex in trouble. Target locked from Octa with the demonic force, able to find Apex 47 there. Another turtle should go over the side of RRQ, but Alien doesn't want to let it happen. Tienzi also making his way in with the dash, looking for the damage. A nice stun, and Tienzi able to find it. Now Tienzi on to the next target. RQ forced to back off.
This is the aggression that we needed to see from Fireflux, right? Like, you were looking for it, and they wanted still more.
Whoa! Erad able to just get away, but Tienzi takes the purple. That's what I like to see from Fireflux. Like you said, finally answering back and evening the gold.
All I can say is that Fireflux, they always seem to somehow gain control over the jungle and keep them at bay. Kind of looking at some items, we see penetration being picked up by Rosa, so going to be dealing a decent bit of damage here. We also do see TNZ picking up the Blade of Hep there, and that is the early game pressure, but look at this!
The pushback from Apex 47. Brusco in trouble, gonna get taken out. Sunshine picking up the kill. Now matching Skylar 1-0-1. Fireflux finding momentum at 5 minutes. Everyone's got their first items locked in, and that's when they knew they could strike.
I'm so surprised that they didn't attempt to engage in that, but hey, again, just take it slow is what it seems like RRQ's plan, even though I feel like they need to maybe engage a little bit more and take some riskier plays here. They do have a Martis on their hands, so we'll see. It might be all up to Skylar at this point.
Ooh, you can tell Apex is searching right now. He's hunting for that implosion. He's protecting Sunshine here. He knows what RRQ is trying to do. Sunshine playing it safe as well. I think Fireflux knows this. As long as we don't fall really behind here, we're kind of winning. Because eventually this 4-man fighter comp could fall off. Rosa in a little bit of trouble though. Arad gonna be able to pick up the kill there. One more hit. No! Rosa gets away. Apex saves the day. Octa gonna move on to him, and even if he goes down, but no, Arad still finds it. 2 kills, a double for Arad. Tienzi should be able to get him as well. Coming back, but now Tienzi in trouble. Brusco and Banana on the hunt, but Tienzi gets back to base safely. Speedy Light Wheel comes out from Sunshine. Banana gonna be able to walk out of the jungle safely, but RRQ Hoshi crack the mid-tier 3.
They crack that and the bottom tier, so they took two turrets and were able to secure 2 kills there. They did lose 1 on their side, so I think that's a win on their part. Taking out that mid turret, and look, they're already engaging onto the blue buff onto TNZ, while also the turtle is here. My guess is that looks like Skylar was able to take that blue buff. So again, neutral objective securing on RRQ side is just insane right now.
Ooh, Rad able to get the turtle.
There it is.
Brusco, though, dashes in. The rest of RQ trying to enclose onto him. Alien in trouble as well, dashing away the Nonic Force, keeps on finding him. Another shot. Octa looking for one more. RQ Hoshi, though, decides to back off, not going to overcommit. They got the turtle, putting on more pressure, and able to secure it.
I thought Sunshine was maybe going to have a little bit of a flank play, but
Ooh.
Skylar!
TNZ finally catches him lacking in the bot lane. Brusco gonna try to come in. TNZ might be lacking himself here. Octa wants to lock on. TNZ scared to use a dash. Octa doesn't have the demonic force, though. TNZ knows it now. He knows he's going to be able to get away safely. Alien here to help out. Rosa coming in, but up at the top side. Sunshine finds Banana. Brusco going to get frozen. Alien causing some mayhem. But here comes a Rad. It's a slugfest, boys and girls, and they're ready to fight, put on a show for us. Alien taking a little bit of damage. Octa with the demonic force. Apex waiting, sidestep, step, looking for a possible strike here, but Alien going to go down. Apex 47 doesn't have the implosion to fight there.
I mean, this is just blows by blows from both sides at this point. Right now, Fireflux definitely fighting back, taking the picks where they can. If RQ really needs to focus on Sunshine at this point, like the scaling on the carry is going to be dangerous paired with Apex. Apex is just coming clutch. And so is Alien. To be honest, like TNZ has been able to escape situations that he normally shouldn't be able to. The final slash by Brusco going wide sometimes. So again, these little mistakes are playing into Fireflux's favor.
Most definitely. I mean, Fireflux, yeah, and as long as RQ is not extremely ahead of them, I still feel like Fireflux has the better late game here. They have answers to RQ just like RQ's answers to them. And the thing about RQ's composition here is with all of these fighters, with the way that Skylar kind of wants to play, RQ Hoshi is going to be forced to kind of group up here and there. And that's going to give advantage to Apex 47. It's going to advantage. Oh my God!
Oh.
TNZ! Time after time, he's pulling a banana right now, hanging out on the backside. It's okay if he goes down, but he wants to sidestep. He goes down to the decimation. Rad able to pick up the kill with no retribution. That could be bad for Fireflux, though. Lord is still on the map. The rest of Fireflux gonna have to pick up the pieces that TNZ left for them. Sunshine able to get some huge freeze and outplays. Gets the play. Oh. 3 members down to the side of RQ. Hoshi, Arad now going up against Alien, but he's not going to be able to get away. Rosa comes in and takes him out. That's 4 down for RQ. Skylar finally back on the map, but Fireflux taking control.
Fireflux is looking just like AP Bryn at this point. Every time the first Lord's coming up, they're just gaining so much ground, and being able to secure this first Lord and taking 4 of RQ is going to be troublesome for RQ. Again, you got to give it up to Apex. Apex paired with Rosa with that frigid glacier and the implosion was just too much for RQ to take.
The Ultra instinct is real right now for Rosa. Brusco now in trouble as well. Rosa put another kill into the pocket. Fireflux relentlessly advancing right now. Not looking to give RQ any time to breathe.
Yeah, this is rough. RQ really needed that snowball early on to be able to scale. Again, Octa doesn't have a death. It's kind of looking like just like last match. Octa's going to have to start popping off as well. TNZ just keeps finding Skylar. So I feel like if RQ wants to stay in this game, Skylar is going to have to stop getting caught by TNZ.
Yeah, but Fireflux, man, they're going to take all tier 2s. Lord won't get the crash, but we're looking very similar to game number 2. Fireflux breaks it down to nothing but inhibitors on the first Lord. RRQ Hoshi, man. Whew. It's like, who do they even go for? Because they got to worry about TNZ. They got to worry about Sunshine now. They have to worry about Rosa. It's a tough call, and they have the players that can kind of pick people off, but if they split up too much, they get taken down. And if they group up too much, they have to worry about the implosion and the I'm offended and the glacier.
Yeah, right now I feel like RRQ really just needs to. They have the Benedetta. I like what their approach is now. Do some split pushing. Where's that tactical, positioning that we seen from Banana in the first game? I feel like with that, with baiting out utility from Fireflux before full frontal engages, RRQ could turn this around, but they have to do that. They keep running into every ultimate that Fireflux has face first and they just think they're not going to have any repercussions.
Yeah, I will say this is the difference. One of the differences between the time that we saw Banana able to do that was exactly what we said when we saw the draft is this time they have the Tigreal on Apex 47 and they have Alien in the back line and they have Rosa also kind of protecting Sunshine here. So it's very tough for Banana to find any kind of angle here. This time, Fireflux are the hunters, man. I think they just have that card. Banana's not going to be able to do what he did last time.
I feel like the communication right now from Fireflux, they've kind of read the map at this point. They know that Banana's just kind of, they don't know where he's at, but they have an anticipation that he's in this bush, and Apex is watching it with a passion, and they found it. This is going to be a little tough situation here. Do they go for it? Conceal play.
Conceal play comes in. But not today, Banana. Not today. Taken out. That's going to be a big advantage for this Lord. But RQ isn't going to let us stop him. Alien, TNZ, Sunshine chipping away as Alien tries to zone out a Rad. Just keep him backed up. But Fireflux going to change pace. TNZ moving position. Taking a lock onto the purple buff. Back to Lord now. Waiting for the rest of the team to come in. A nice reset to buy the team some time so that they can make it a 5v4. Look at the damage on off to Sunshine. Speedy light wheel. Deletes him down. Skylar forced the entropy back instead of forward. RQ got to go running back to the bases. Fireflux takes another Lord.
Man, the passion that they've had from last game, bringing it into this game, RQ definitely seems to be down in the dumps, and Fireflux are they are roaring and ready and on fire at this point. Another Lord going to be barreling down RRQ's lane. Kind of taking a look at some of the items again. I mean, Nathan's almost online, but Sunshine is just overall controlling the damage at this point, fully built for this next Lord push. I think RQ, they can defend it. All of them are alive. They still have all of their tier 3s, but again, this is going to be an enhanced Lord. It will crash into a tower, and the base will be broken open, and Fireflux looking to take as much as they possibly can here, Trex.
All right, let's see how they do this. Lord going to be a little delayed on the bot side as Fireflux pushes in on the mid and top. Waiting for that connection. Fireflux going to continue to chip things away. RQ, Hoshi position themselves behind the bottom inhibitor. They're going to try to chip down the Lord. Lord's taking a step backward, forced to go after that minion. A slight mishap. Not able to get the full push in. Skylar able to melt it down. Fireflux have broken one. Look at for Alien coming around the backside for the I'm offended. Rad goes down. The Glacier falls onto 2. Fireflux looking for more damage. Rosa does fall though as Fireflux continues to look for more members. Brusco going to be the next one. Skylar keeping a nice range and doing good chip damage, keeping Fireflux out of the base. It's a 2-for-1 plus an inhibitor over to the side of Fireflux.
Fireflux once again coming out on top. A lot of immortalities were baited out of Fireflux, so RQ possibly looking for some type of an advantage. I like it. I mean, they're attempting to maybe make a play on the left lane. Again, I mean, they're having a tough time here. If they're able to shut down Sunshine and maybe keep TNZ at bay, that could be their win conditions, but you can already see he's feeling out the zone. RQ pushed back against the wall. Will they become the predator or will they become the prey?
Definitely the question on all of our minds. With the 8,000 gold lead, it's going to be very, very tough for RRQ to withstand this. They had a composition that kind of needed to snowball, that in my eyes would eventually fall off. I felt like RRQ might have had the early game, and then eventually there would be this tipping scale by not having a huge bursting mage, by not having, you know, a bursty jungle or even actually a utility jungle. Because the thing about Artis is it's utility and it has this great early game snowball effect, but it is not super viable at 20, 21, 22 minutes in. And that's the territory we're getting to right now. And Fireflux has already reached the point that they need to.
Sunshine.
Conceal play though.
No!
Rad Octa not able to find anything. Sunshine able to sidestep and get away. All RQ is able to do is reset the Lord of Tienzi. Gets the I'm offended onto Brusco there. RQ still holding the distance. They are bulky enough to take some shots to the face. Does look like they're going to send Banana back to the bottom lane, clear the wave. RQ not giving up just yet. I think they know this is their chance. Arad has to pull a rabbit out of a hat here. Has to do something crazy if they want to survive.
Yeah, and they know that they're not going to engage here. TNZ now stacking up the red and the purple. They've just baited out a decent amount from RRQ Hoshi. They just don't have the conceal play. Skylar's ultimate's down. And again, I mean, just a little bit of this bait is what they need. Apex is just so good at finding everyone. He just can read the map so well against RRQ.
And keep our eyes on TNZ as well, hiding out in this bush. He's going to go clear the waves. Banana finally looking for a position into the backside. No eyes on Banana just yet. Going to come down to, does RQ even want to really, I feel like you mentioned earlier, they need to try to find an angle, and they're just coming at Fireflux head on. Maybe looking for a bait, maybe looking for someone to overstep, but Fireflux is not taking that risk. They're not taking that step at all. They're going to start chunking in onto this Lord now. Rad still kind of playing the fiddle here. Back and forth. Fireflux not fully committing either. We're about 2 minutes in onto this Lord dance. Alien finally gets a lock on onto Arad. Arad still able to back up. Back and forth they go, G.
Yeah, they're burning the Lord now. Keep them at bay. Can Erad get in there? They can't.
No.
A conceal play.
Oh, but Bruce going to the backside with a final slash. A huge implosion, though, onto two members. Sunshine taking a lot of damage. Banana trying to lock on, and in comes Octa. Pops that immortality onto Sunshine. Still looking for a finish. Skylar flickers in and finds the kill. RQ finally doing something major here. Find a kill. Arad, though, taking a little bit too much. Fireflux response by finding the jungler from RQ Hoshi. RQ back to base now. It's 4 against 4. They lost the Lord, they find Sunshine, and they lose Arad. Do you think it's a good trade for RRQ?
I mean, I think so, right? This is a little bit of the breathing room they needed. I mean, 21 seconds until Sunshine comes back. Again, not having your marksman for a Lord push is going to be rough. They have TNZ, so they still have damage, but I think they're lacking just a little bit, and I think RQ can breathe once again.
TNZ in trouble. TNZ in trouble. Demonic Force locked on. They're trying to slow him down.
Ooh.
The sidestep. TNZ with the flare, the flicker, the dash, the moves and the grooves. Octa, not today, sir. But RQ does do that perfectly. We still got to give it to them. They're able to melt down the Lord and survive. Another one of the freeze comes on to Octa. Shut down for Sunshine. I love it. This is what we came here for. It's match point still, and you can't tell exactly who's going to win.
TNZ was dancing on Octa right there. That was such a good play by TNZ, able to dodge every single play.
Whoa.
But another one happening.
Alien comes in with a big I'm offended on Brusco. Apex 47 taking a bit too much damage. The Glacier comes down, the freeze, the frozen, eradicated. Now Apex 47 goes down. Skylar able to unload. A big suppression onto TNZ. TNZ still on the map, but Skylar finally finds him. Skylar goes down. No, Skylar's still up. Brusco drops 3 for 2. Alien melted down. The damage from Skylar is finally there. We're 21 minutes in, and Fireflux finally has to be careful about how they intrude on RRQ's base.
Man, this is definitely a do or die situation for both teams. Match point. Kind of look at some of these plays that happened here. We've seen Brewski go into the back line. Immortality popped, but does fall to Alien. And we see that Skylar with the triple kill. Able to take out all three of Fireflux to secure that triple kill. Huge for RRQ. Again, they were able to properly defend that Lord. Take quite a bit from Fireflux and now have that late game control. Even though Octa was, I feel like the play that Octa did was kind of just to give RRQ more breathing room, right? Again, I like it. TNZ wasn't able to, push the Lord. Now RRQ looking to take the Lord.
Yeah, they're not wasting any time at Apex with the conceal play, looking for a Rad here, just trying to zone him back. He gets the implosion. Damage still not there. TNZ in trouble. Brusco's locked onto him. Petrify onto Sunshine. Sunshine forced to run away. Banana might be able to catch him here. Eye for an eye. Sunshine back and forth, looking for the outplay here. Banana goes down, still has the immortality. RQ forced to go back to base because minions are closing in. Alien look to lock down onto Brusco here. Brusco looking for the outplay himself. The man is gone though. Alien finds the kill. 2 members of RQ Hoshi down. Fireflux could take a free Lord.
Yeah, great play by the Sentry there. Definitely shows quite a bit of Fireflux out. Oh no!
Nice freeze, lands onto a Rat. If they get a Rat out here, that's it. Immortality pops.
Jeez.
One more hit and no retribution for the side of RRQ. It's a 60-second death counter. We're 23 minutes in where every second counts. But Skylar finds Rosa. The damage from Skylar right now, he is their only hope. Can they defend one more Lord push? Can they turn the tables?
I mean, they definitely need Rosa at this point, and you can kind of see they're baiting the Lord, trying to allow the time to tick down onto Rosa. They need a full team push to go here. I still don't know if Rosa is going to be there. I think they were waiting for that wave of minions to come out, so the Lord didn't come out with the minions, and that does give them a little bit of time. If they're able to hold this out, this could be the final push. RQ looking to hold on. This is such a tough play. We got to say that Skylar definitely has the damage. No boots are available. Sold everything there. So as well as on Sunshine. Whew. RQ. Yep. Are you going to become the Predator?
We'll see. Can the King of Kings take down Fireflux here? Fireflux looking to make a name for themselves, continuing to build the hype around Turkey. But look at the melting onto Skylar there. Are we going to go another Lord? Alien getting chipped away. Fireflux cannot enter the house of RRQ right now. They're going to need to find a play elsewhere. Chokehold is too much to deal with. The damage of Skylar is unleashed right now. Fireflux backing off.
I mean, this is kind of leading into RRQ's position. I do like the play that Fireflux is trying to do. Get RRQ out of the base. We need to make plays, and mortalities are there. You have 3 of them picked up by Fireflux. They just need one key play. If they're able to capture Skylar, that is going to be the fall of RRQ. But man, what a defense that they are playing, and I am offended not able to utilize. The retry comes out onto Alien, but again, just not enough. They're trying to get something here.
Yeah, they want Irad, man. Irad has to be more careful. If he gets taken out, they need that retribution, right? And Irad has a wonderful retribution. As long as he can gain position, he can compete for the 50-50, right? He can definitely compete for it and come out on top of it a lot. The problem is he hasn't been able to step into the Lord pit. But now we're at a point where RQ Hoshi has scaled. I'll swallow my words because right now they have a decent late game. It's still tough for them, though, to find the right positions. And if Irad gets caught off, they're not going to be able to compete for Lords.
It is true. And I feel like and it's kind of hard for RRQ right now to make a backdoor play, right? Just because the turrets are there, but if they're able to get a team wipe, I feel like that could be a play, right? The turrets won't even matter this far into the game. We're looking at somewhere around like 70-second death penalties. So that is why so many immortalities are being picked up by both sides. And I feel like they're trying to bait it out so that they all have immortalities. Rosa picking up rapid boots, by the way. Keep an eye on that. They want to be quick. They want to be able to rotate. I feel like they're just there to CC at this point because they're going to allow Sunshine to scale here. TNZ kind of controlling a little bit of the right of the map. Now, the biggest thing that RRQ is facing is that the minions are just so much stronger for Fire Flux, and that just goes to show that having all of your inhibitors down is a tough play, a tough thing to deal with.
Oh, Rad's about to walk into Apex. That's a lot of damage.
Oh,
no, not like this.
Oh, God.
Immortality drops. Arad will not be able to escape this one. Wait, maybe he will. He's back into it. One more hit. No, Alien finds him. Brusco gonna be the next to drop. Does still have an immortality up. Able to back up Skylar. Looking for an escape here. They're trying to collapse onto him. Fire Flux looking for the next target. Octa drops next. RQ Hoshi losing members by the second. Immortality pops for Banana. Fire Flux now finally on top of this game. Skylar's still up though. There's still damage to be reckoned with. Can he make the miracle play here? Fire Flux looking to claim a victory here. They moved on to the base, and that is it. A new era for Turkey. A new team on top of the pendulum. Fire Flux looking to make a name for themselves, and today they have done it.
Turkey, man, what a game. They showed that they've come to play, taking out Blacklist International and now taking out RRQ. That is a region you don't want to just throw under the bus. They are here to fight. Again, able to secure that third place spot, but what a battle it was.
You know, it's kind of bittersweet.